Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Soul Embers and your reading. I hope everyone's well, you're happy, you're safe, you're feeling amazing, and that 2022 brings you lots and lots of love and many, many blessings. So today's reading, will this go the distance? A topic I thought I'd bring to my YouTube family after I realized it's a question a lot of my clients are asking more often than not recently when they come to me for guidance with their love life, whether they're in a relationship, they're single, or in a situationship. So hopefully I can bring some guidance or clarity to your situation if this is something you're experiencing, as it seems to be a collective energy right now. So let's have a look and see. What is this about? Who am I connecting with, Sagittarius? Who am I connecting with? What an odd way to shuffle my cards, hey? Very unusual. Why is that? Why am I shuffling my cards like this? I feel the Sagittarians I'm connecting with maybe indulging a little bit. You might be indulging in alcohol. I'm getting the taste of rum. Don't know why. Alcohol. Indulging. That's what I'm feeling. What's going on with Sagittarius? What's going on with Sagittarius? I feel that you're also kind of over it. You're over it, Sagittarius. You're over the pressures. You're over constantly, your mind constantly working on the next best thing and the new adventure and the new business opportunity. And I feel that you just feel like reveling in what you've accomplished and being okay with no movement for a little while. What is this about? What's going on here for Sagittarius? What is this feeling of indulgence that I'm getting? Okay, well, first of all, major change, major shift when it comes to your love life, okay? I shouldn't just say love life. This is like foundational. This is a new cycle, a new age. This is a new way of being. You know, we have different milestones when it comes to our age, and I shouldn't say when it comes to our age. I should say we have different milestones in our life, regardless of age. Some reach those milestones sooner, others later in life. Irrelevant. We all have a different path and a different set of, I guess, things that we're dealt with. So what I'm getting here, Sagittarius, is it is the rite of passage here. It is part of the process, and you cannot ignore this as much as you try, as much as you resist it, as uncomfortable as this change might feel when it comes to your love life. There is an element of realization here that has you unable to ignore, suppress, distract, and just push aside and suffocate. It's come to the point now where you're exhausted all those distractions, and you're now faced with the reality of there is something in your life that is not fulfilling you. There is something you need to let go of. There is a shadow that's been following you around, Sagittarius, and it's been trying to tell you something. It's time to turn around and face it and lean into your shadow and become one with this message. Listen to it. Let it take up space in your life. It's the key to your love life. It's the key to releasing the parts of yourself that you have kept carefully tucked away, your heart space that's been traumatized, that's been hurt. It's time to release, and you won't be able to keep it protected much longer. You won't be able to keep it suppressed, caged. You won't be able to build your Fort Knox around it for much longer. But it's time to let love in, and it's time to experience life in a different way. What I'm finding interesting here is that, you know, we have the number 11, the number 14, and the number 15, and they're all majors. You know, in the traditional tarot, justice, temperance, your very own card, and, oh, Andrea, come on, the devil, okay? Fear. It's time to face the fear. It's time to detach from that fear. You are able to do that now. The alchemy, Sagittarius, is just right for you. It's just right. It's ready for you. The balance, the equilibrium, I feel it's been restored. All is back to the way it should be. Karmic debt has been paid for. You know, whatever your karma was, you've paid it out. It's time to move forward. So what has this got to do with your love life? And let's dig a little bit deeper and see, what is this about for Sagittarius? You'll definitely be feeling it. Definitely be feeling it. You know what it might feel like for you, Sagittarius, that things are not quite right and not as they should, as you remember yourself to be. If someone was to ask you what your viewpoint is on certain matters when it comes to your love life, you may not even be able to answer. I feel that you have really shifted your mind, and you've really grown out of certain beliefs when it comes to your love life. Things are very different for you right now, but you're not quite able to identify in which ways they are. So, one more card for Sagittarius. What is this about? Oh, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. You know, this fear that we're talking about is the fear of, you know, kind of remembering what it feels like when we grieve the loss of the time we invest in others, and the outcome isn't what we anticipated. This is about remembering all those times that things didn't work out, and making sure that they, you know, stay front row and center in our thoughts, so that we don't make the mistake of lapsing and making the same errors moving forward into the future. So in a bid to win every argument that comes your way, regardless of what you feel or you want, in a bid to protect yourself through the point of reflection and lessons learnt, there is a lack of risk-taking here when it comes to your love life, Sagittarius. And as a Sagittarius, not being able to willingly explore through that process of taking a risk without overanalyzing and without overthinking, it comes so naturally to Sagittarius, and taking that away from you is almost like you're taking your very own freedom away. Your freedom to experience, explore, and learn. And it's a major, you know, it goes against the Sagittarius spirit majorly. I feel, Sagittarius, that there is someone new coming into your life, okay? Or that has already come into your life. So This is a new love. This is about new partnership, a new relationship or situationship. You may have already met them and you're questioning, will this go the distance? You're asking those questions, you know, you're making sure that you don't want to repeat those past mistakes. You're still heavily guarded. You're not ready to detach from those experiences that have caused you so much grief and so much pain. It's the only way you found a way to protect yourself and, you know, keep your emotions intact, right? So now you're like, I've been, you know, is this going to go the distance? And if you haven't met them, they're on their way and they'll be here very, very soon. And it will be a question that you'll be asking yourself, because those fears and those thoughts will start to rise to the surface and start to get louder and louder and louder. Thing is, you know, Sagittarius, the alchemy is perfect. The potion is ready. The mixture, it is, you know, it's hit the sweet spot. You have so much more strength, and you have learnt so much more about who you are through your experiences. There is nothing left here for you to fear. Follow your intuition and trust yourself to make the right decision. You know, holding yourself back from being your, you know, passionate, charming, exciting. I mean, you bring so much excitement into people's lives simply by engaging in experiences out of nowhere, and you bring out the childlike behavior in others, and you bring warmth into their life, and you help them reconnect with fun and joy. Holding yourself back doesn't enable you to make those connections that you're remembered for with others. So take the opportunity. Take this opportunity, use it creatively. This is your creative force, with the enthusiasm true to the Sagittarius spirit, with the courage and the confidence that things will go well, not because you're taking a risk and hoping for the best, but because you're taking a risk and you know what's best. Trust yourself, Sagittarius. You have got this. And what you'll find is that there is an aspect of you that has been dying to come to the surface. You know, when it comes to your love and relationships, it has been, you know, put aside for some time. That part of you that makes everyone feel important, through being able to connect with that Sagittarian spirit that we're talking about, you make that emotional connection with your intimate partners or your intimate partner, and that emotional connection makes the other person feel important. Sagittarius has such a beautiful way of making others feel comfortable and making other people making others feel seen, and their feelings and emotions feel validated. Okay, that is what you're going to see reflected in others' behavior. You'll be able to look through their eyes, through that gift of empathy, which you've only, you know, it was a part of you, but is now, you know, duplicate that, quadruplicate it because of your personal experiences. And it makes them feel understood, and you will form a beautiful bond with this person that's coming in. All right, so let's break this down and let's see, what is this person about? Is this going to go the distance? What do we need to know for Sagittarius? So we know what's holding you back, Sagittarius. We know what's happening here. We know what's blocking you, let's say. So let's have a look and see whether or not this new love that has come knocking on Sagittarius's door, because that's what it feels like. It'll be one of those things that you weren't expecting or that you weren't paying too much attention to. One more card for Sagittarius. Just one, not 50. There is one here. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, I love this. Oh, Sagittarius. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh. And you know what we have? We have something that is definitely going to go the distance. Do these two people here not look happy? It looks like they're about to start dancing in a circle, you know, and it is pure joy and bliss and being understood. It is all those feelings that I was talking about earlier on. It is those feelings of being understood, being seen, being validated, being accepted, just being able to breathe and be yourself. You know, by you restoring and being yourself is exactly what you bring out in others, and you are a breath of fresh air. You know, it is going to heal your heart. Letting go and letting this in is going to heal your heart. Rather than thinking about all the reasons as to why this wouldn't go the distance, think about all the reasons why it would. And rather than thinking about whether it's going to go the distance between the two of you, think about how it's going to go the distance for you. What part of yourself it's going to unleash and it's going to resurrect. Like, I feel there's an aspect of you here that's going to be resurrected. It's going to heal the heart chakra, the heart space. You're going to open up, you're going to blossom, and you're going to be able to receive this love and reciprocate it unencumbered, Sagittarius. Damn straight is this going to go the distance. Strongly believe it's going to go the distance, so long as we're able to, you know, let go of those fears. Let go of whatever it is that you're using to suppress certain things. I'm also getting. So again, that indulgence comes to mind, whether it be alcohol to numb certain thoughts or pain, or food, or whatever your, you know, addiction might be. But I'm feeling that it has to do with, you know, forgetting something, putting it behind you. You know, the key is to turning around and facing that shadow. The key is to coming back together with it, whatever that is. Whether it be a person from your past that you hate, that you loved so much, and that brought you so many beautiful experiences that you haven't been able to, you know, live out yet again in another relationship. It's remembering that those experiences that you had with that person have nothing to do with that person. They have everything to do with your ability to create them by setting yourself, by being free. After that, this scenario, this event happened, I feel is when you shut down. Those feelings and those experiences are a part of you. They're not a part of what was created by the other person and gave you. No two people feel the same. These were your feelings to own. They were born and nurtured within you, and they exist within you, right? All that's happened here is shitty situation has caused you to shut those feelings out because you associate them with a particular person, let's say. And oh my gosh, Sagittarius, open up your heart space. You know, some of you may find it very helpful when you do meet this person, or when things start to pick up with the person that you've already connected with, that you start working on your heart chakra, start doing some, you know, breath work and breathing space into the heart space, imagining energy flowing through there and washing out and dislodging any energy attachments or any energy anchors that are filling you up and not needed anymore, so you can create space for new love to reside, right? So absolutely beautiful. I'm going to draw out a couple more cards for you, Sagittarius, before I wrap this up. And guys, I do take personal readings, and if you're interested in reaching out, because you'd really like to embrace this but don't know how, right? You're finding that it's challenging leaning into certain feelings, or it's challenging to work through the triggers. Maybe you shut down and you're not able to work through it. I'd love to help you work through those challenging feelings. My contact details are in the description box below. Okay, so this didn't want to fall out, but it is the King of Swords. So we're talking about the type of energy that, you know, is really able to be analytical when faced with a difficult situation and impartial, and is able to carefully evaluate. I feel, Sagittarius, this is something that you've been doing really well in recent months, but this is not where your true gift lies. You know, this is not how you flourish and grow. I feel this is not your type of energy. It is not true to the spirit. You know, they call Sagittarius a lucky sign because Sagittarius is able to take those risks, and somehow, like, you know, we often think of cats jumping off a building and they always land on their feet. It's the same thing with Sagittarius. It's not luck, it's who you are. It's your intuitive pull that has you making decisions and following a path that leads you to your success. No one else can do it like the Sagittarius does. Okay, so I feel this is the energy that you have recently embraced that is not true to your spirit. Okay, and we're leaving that behind. And what we're going for now, let's see. A couple of cards. Do we have any more cards for Sagittarius? I just needed 2 and here they are. We have a commitment. We have no shit like a true commitment here. We have the commitment master. All right, this guy, girl, guy, however you want to name it. I see a king here, so I'm going to call it a guy. You know what? He's got his shit together. This is not empty promises or, you know, empty words. This person here knows how to take something and something small and see opportunity in it and take that and grow it, and understands the concept of hard work, understands the concept of consistency, of commitment, of dedication in order for something to work. We have someone here, whether male, female or other, that has embraced this energy, has cultivated it, is emotionally mature and knows how to make shit happen here, Sagittarius. This person knows what it takes to be in a commitment, and the work that's needed for it doesn't even feel like work to them. It's part of the process. They are more than happy, they're more than willing, they're more than dedicated, they've got what it takes, and they will only promise what they can give at any given time. The trust that is going to be built between this person and you is truly envious, let's say, that type of energy where, you know, I need to talk about the feeling I'm getting about this person, what they're like. So whatever they do promise, whatever they do tell you, it may not seem like a lot to start off with, let's say, but they follow through. And the only reason why they won't promise the world is it's not until they've carefully evaluated whether they can give you the world or how they can give you the world and put things practically in place that they will come back to you with a solution. This is a type of person that when you give them, when you both get excited about being in each other's future and you come up with the dreams, the goals, the type of person that will say, gee, that sounds great. I need to think about how that's going to work though. And they'll take some time to think about it. Or they'll won't say anything and they'll retreat and you'll think that they're not interested. But what they're actually doing is they're calculating and they're thinking about how to bring it into fruition. It's an absolutely beautiful energy. Sagittarius, is this going to go the distance? I have no freaking doubt. I hope you guys found that helpful. Have a fantastic week and I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye.